Okay, our next problem is to find the x and y intercepts of a circle with center 1, 1 and radius 3. And we can write down the equation of this circle. Remember, the equation of a circle with center hk and radius r is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So here we have our h and our k, and this is our r, and we have the equation of our circle is x minus 1 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals r squared, which is 9. Now looking for the x and y intercepts, well, we have our x-intercept at the point where y equals 0, and at this point x minus 1 squared plus minus 1 squared is 9. And that tells us that x minus 1 squared equals 9. This is 1 minus 1, which is 8. So at this point, x minus 1 squared is 8, and x minus 1 equals plus or minus the square root of 8, which is plus or minus 2 times the square root of 2. And that tells me that x equals 1 plus or minus 2 times the square root of 2. Those are the x-intercepts. It cuts the x-axis in 2 places. And what about the y-intercepts? Well, at the y-intercepts, x is 0. And let me pop that into the equation, but you can probably see that by symmetry here, I should have the same solution. So when x is 0, I get minus 1 squared plus y minus 1 squared is 9. That tells me that y minus 1 squared is 9 minus 1, which is 8. And that tells me that y minus 1 equals plus or minus the square root of 8, which is 2 times the square root of 2. And we have the y-intercepts are at y equals 1 plus or minus 2 times the square root of 2. That's all we need to know. This graph cuts the x-axis at 1 plus or minus 2 times the square root of 2, and it cuts the y-axis at 1 plus or minus 2 times the square root of 2.